Film. Noun. A thin layer of some substance. A pellicle. A membranous covering, causing opacity. Verb. To record. Activity. Or a motion picture. On photographic film. Postgraduate. Noun. A person continuing to study in a field after having successfully completed a degree course. Adjective. Of studies which take place after having successfully completed a degree course. Nail. Noun. The thin, horny plate at the ends of fingers and toes on humans and some other animals. Loves. Noun. Strong affection. Verb. Usually transitive, sometimes intransitive. Stative. To have a strong affection for someone or something. Verb. To praise, commend. Challenge. Noun. A confrontation. A dare. Verb. To invite someone to take part in a competition. Shock. Noun. A sudden, heavy impact. Verb. To cause to be emotionally shocked. To cause someone to feel surprised and upset. Miles. Noun. The international mile. A unit of length precisely equal to 1.609344 kilometers established by treaty among Anglophone nations in 1959. Divided into 5,280 feet or 1,760 yards. Adverb. Much. A lot. Used to emphasize a comparative. Education. Noun. The process of imparting knowledge, skill and judgment. Faint. Noun. The act of fainting. Syncope. Adjective. Of a being lacking strength, weak, languid, inclined to lose consciousness. Romantic. Adjective. Of or dealing with languages or cultures derived from Roman influence and Latin. Italian. French. Portuguese. Spanish. Romanian. Catalan. Occitan. Corsican, etc. Adjective. Of or pertaining to romance. Noun. A person with romantic character. A character like those of the knights in a mythic romance. Adjective. Of a work of literature. A writer, etc. Being like or having the characteristics of a romance. Or poetic tale of a mythic or quasi-historical time. Fantastic. Sail. Noun. A hull. Engineers. Noun. A person who is qualified or professionally engaged in any branch of engineering. Verb. To design, construct or manage something as an engineer. Provides. Verb. To make a living, earn money for necessities. Simply. Adverb. Manner, in a simple way or state, considered in or by itself, without addition, alone. Delivery. Noun. The act of conveying something. Basics. Noun. A necessary commodity, a staple requirement. Investigator. Noun. One who investigates. Signals. Noun. A sequence of states representing an encoded message in a communication channel. Verb. To indicate, to convey or communicate by a signal. Club. Noun. An association of members joining together for some common purpose. Especially sports or recreation. Verb. To hit with a club. Cafeteria. Noun. A restaurant in which customers select their food at a counter then carry it on a tray to a table. To eat. Apple. Noun. A common, round fruit produced by the tree Malus domestica. Cultivated in temperate climates. Verb. To become apple-like. Relationships. Noun. Connection or association, the condition of being related. Labeling. Verb. To put a label, a ticket or sign, on something. Noun. A set of labels applied to the various objects in a system. Marry. Verb. To enter into the conjugal or connubial state, to take a husband or a wife. Kingdom. Noun. A realm having a king and or queen as its actual or nominal sovereign. Indicators. Noun. A pointer or index that indicates something. Crisp. Noun. A thin slice of fried potato eaten as a snack. Verb. To make crisp. Adjective. Of something seen or heard. Sharp. clearly defined. Developer. Noun, a person or entity engaged in the creation or improvement of certain classes of products. B. Noun, a flying insect. Of the clade Anthophila within the Hymenopteran superfamily Apoidea. Nobody. Noun, someone who is not important or well-known. Pronoun, not any person. The logical negation of somebody. Registration. Noun, the act of signing up or registering for something. Fog. Noun, a thick cloud that forms near the ground. The obscurity of such a cloud. Verb, to become covered with or as if with fog. Beds. Noun, a piece of furniture, usually flat and soft, on which to rest or sleep. Verb, senses relating to a bed as a place for resting or sleeping. Butler. Noun, a manservant having charge of wines and liquors. Verb, to buttle, to dispense wines or liquors. To take the place of a butler. Spoonful. Noun, the amount that a spoon will hold, either level or heaped. Less. Noun, a smaller amount or quantity. Verb, to make less, to lessen. Adverb, to a smaller extent or degree. Preposition, minus, not including. Mic. Noun, a microphone. Verb, to microphone, to place one or more microphones, mics, on. Maid. Noun, a girl or an unmarried young woman. Maiden. Anxious. Adjective, nervous and worried. Semantic. Noun, in such writing systems as the Chinese writing system, the portion of a phono-semantic character that provides an indication of its meaning. Contrasted with phonetic. Adjective, of or relating to semantics or the meanings of words. Rewards. Noun, something of value given in return for an act. Verb, to give a reward to or for. Daycare. Noun, daytime supervision, usually of children. Fish. Noun, a cold-blooded vertebrate animal that lives in water, moving with the help of fins and breathing with gills. Lime. Noun, any inorganic material containing calcium, usually calcium oxide. Quicklime, or calcium hydroxide. Slake lime. Verb, to treat with calcium hydroxide or calcium oxide. Lime. Dimensions. Noun, a single aspect of a given thing. Verb, to mark, cut or shape something to specified dimensions. Lead. Noun, a heavy, pliable, inelastic metal element, having a bright, bluish color, but easily tarnished. Both malleable and ductile, though with little tenacity. It is easily fusible, forms alloys with other metals, and is an ingredient of solder and type metal. Atomic number 82. Symbol Pb. From Latin plumbum. Verb, to cover, fill, or affect with lead. Conscientious. Adjective, thorough, careful, or vigilant in one's task performance. Busy. Noun, a police officer. Verb, to make somebody busy or active. To occupy. Adjective, crowded with business or activities. Having a great deal going on. Sizes. Noun, obsolete outside dialectal. And a size. Verb, to adjust the size of. To make a certain size. Noun, a thin, weak glue used as primer for paper or canvas intended to be painted upon. Verb, to apply glue or other primer to a surface which is to be painted. Conservative. Noun, a person who favors maintenance of the status quo. Adjective, cautious. Ever. Adjective, occurring at any time, occurring even but once during a time span. Adverb, always, frequently, forever. Disturbed. Verb, to confuse a quiet, constant state or a calm, continuous flow. In particular, thoughts, actions or liquids. Adjective, showing symptoms of mental illness, severe psychosis, or neurosis. Physically. Adverb, in a physical manner. Advance. Noun, a forward move, improvement or progression. Verb, to promote or advantage. Adjective, completed before necessary or a milestone event. Screw, noun, a device that has a helical function. Verb, to connect or assemble pieces using a screw. Brewer, noun, someone who brews, or whose occupation is to prepare malt liquors. Cabbage, noun, an edible plant. Brassica oleracea var. Capitata, having a head of green leaves. Verb, to form a head like that of the cabbage. Compose, verb, to make something by merging parts. Starting, verb, to begin, commence, initiate. Noun, the act of something that starts. Located, verb, to place, to set in a particular spot or position. Limits, noun, a restriction, a bound beyond which one may not go. Verb, to restrict, not to allow to go beyond a certain bound. To set boundaries. Search, noun, an attempt to find something. Verb, to look in, a place, for something. Dressed, verb, to fit out with the necessary clothing. To clothe, put clothes on, something or someone. Adjective, having been subjected to a preparatory process or treatment. Treated, prepared. Comfort, noun, contentment, ease. Verb, to relieve the distress or suffering of. To provide comfort to. Repeated, verb, to do or say again, and again. Adjective, having been said or done again. Overspending, verb, to spend too much money. Especially, to spend more than one earns. Noun, the spending of too much money. Portfolio, noun, a case for carrying papers, drawings, photographs, maps and other flat documents. Blow up, verb, to explode or be destroyed by explosion. Handbook, noun, a topically organized book of reference on a certain field of knowledge. Regardless of size. Popcorn, noun, a snack food made from corn, maize kernels popped by dry heating. Verb, of a guinea pig, to stand up or jump up quickly. Exploring, verb, to seek for something or after someone. Noun, the action of the verb explore. Snowing, verb, to have snow fall from the sky. Green, adjective, having green as its color. Drinkers, noun, agent noun of drink, someone or something that drinks. Accounts, noun, a registry of pecuniary transactions. A written or printed statement of business dealings or debts and credits. And also of other things subjected to a reckoning or review. Verb, to provide explanation. Incorrect, adjective, not correct, erroneous or wrong. Newer, adjective, recently made, or created. Careers, noun, one's calling in life, a person's occupation, one's profession. Verb, to move rapidly straight ahead, especially in an uncontrolled way. Cell, noun, a single-room dwelling for a hermit. Verb, to place or enclose in a cell. Daisy, noun, a wild flowering plant Bellis perennis of the Asteraceae family, with a yellow head and white petals. Dig, noun, an archaeological or paleontological investigation, or the site where such an investigation is taking place. Verb, to move hard-packed earth out of the way, especially downward to make a hole with a shovel, or to drill, or the like, through rocks, roads, or the like. More generally, to make any similar hole by moving material out of the way. Decreasing, verb, of a quantity, to become smaller. Seek, noun, the operation of navigating through a stream. Verb, to try to find, to look for, to search for. School, noun, collective, a group of fish or a group of marine mammals such as porpoises, dolphins, or whales. Verb, of fish, to form into, or travel in a school. Belongings, noun, the feeling that one belongs. Pass, verb, to change place. Descriptive, noun, grammar. An adjective, or other descriptive word, adjective, of, relating to, or providing a description. Logo, noun, a visual symbol or emblem that acts as a trademark or a means of identification of a company or organization. Partners, noun, someone who is associated with another in a common activity or interest. Verb, to join as a partner. Sister, noun, a daughter of the same parents as another person. A female sibling. Verb, to strengthen. A supporting beam, by fastening a second beam alongside it. Sanity, noun, the condition of being sane. Beg, noun, the act of begging, an imploring request. Verb, to request the help of someone, often in the form of money. Handlers, noun, one who handles something, especially manually, or someone. Floor, noun, the interior bottom or surface of a house or building. The supporting surface of a room. Verb, to cover or furnish with a floor. Stab, noun, an act of stabbing or thrusting with an object. Verb, to pierce or to wound somebody with a pointed tool or weapon, especially a knife or dagger. Cafeteria, noun, a restaurant in which customers select their food at a counter then carry it on a tray to a table. To eat. Educator, noun, a person distinguished for his/her educational work, a teacher. Fork, noun, a pronged tool having a long straight handle, used for digging, lifting, throwing, etc. Verb, to divide into two or more branches. Verb, to have sexual intercourse. To copulate. Drums, noun, a percussive musical instrument spanned with a thin covering on at least one end for striking, forming an acoustic chamber, affecting what materials are used to make it. A membranophone, noun, a small hill or ridge of hills. Noun, a social gathering or assembly held in the evening. Painted. Verb, to apply paint to. Adjective, coated with paint. Excited. Verb, to stir the emotions of. Adjective, having great enthusiasm. Needle. Noun, a fine, sharp implement usually for piercing such as sewing or knitting. Acupuncture. Tattooing. Body piercing. Medical injections, etc. Verb, to pierce with a needle, especially for sewing or acupuncture. Campus. Noun, the grounds or property of a school, college, university, business, church, or hospital, often understood to include buildings and other structures. Verb, to confine to campus as a punishment. Exams. Noun, the act of examining. Affectionate. Adjective, of a person having affection or warm regard. Loving. Fond. Silence. Noun, the absence of any sound. Verb, to make someone or something silent. Interjection. Be silent. Cleaned. Verb, to remove dirt from a place or object. Adjective, having been made clean. Bazaar. Noun, a marketplace, particularly in the Middle East and South Asia, and often covered with shops and stalls. Optimistic. Adjective, expecting the best in all possible ways. Similarly. Adverb, manner, in a like style or manner. Least. Noun, something of the smallest possible extent. An indivisible unit. Adverb, used for forming superlatives of adjectives, especially those that do not form the superlative by adding est. Included. Verb, to bring into a group, class, set, or total as a new part or member. Pharmacy. Noun, countable, a place where prescription drugs are dispensed, a dispensary. Declare. Verb, to make clear, explain, interpret. Boring. Verb, to inspire boredom in somebody. Noun, a pit or hole which has been bored. Adjective, causing boredom, unable to engage or hold the interest. Booked. Verb, to reserve something for future use. Passes. Verb, to change place. Noun, an opening, road, or track, available for passing, especially one through or over some dangerous or otherwise impracticable barrier such as a mountain range, a passageway, a defile, a ford. Noun, a password, especially one for a restricted access website. Cliff. Noun, a vertical, or nearly vertical, rock face. Plant. Noun, an organism that is not an animal, especially an organism capable of photosynthesis. Typically a small or herbaceous organism of this kind, rather than a tree. Verb, to place a seed or plant in soil or other substrate in order that it may live and grow. Past. Verb, to change place. Adjective, that has passed beyond a certain point, chiefly in set collocations. Stabbed. Verb, to pierce or to wound somebody with a pointed tool or weapon, especially a knife or dagger. Exceptional. Noun, an exception, or something having an exceptional value. Adjective, forming an exception, not ordinary, uncommon, rare. Pizzas. Noun, a baked Italian dish of a thinly rolled bread dough crust typically topped before baking with tomato sauce, cheese and other ingredients such as meat, vegetables or fruit. Amount. Noun, the total, aggregate or sum of material, not applicable to discrete numbers or units or items in standard English. Verb, followed by to total or evaluate. Center. Noun, the point in the interior of a circle that is equidistant from all points on the circumference. Verb, to cause an object to occupy the center of an area. Adjective, of, at, or related to a center. 17. Numeral, the cardinal number occurring after 16 and before 18. Represented in Roman numerals as 17 and in Arabic numerals as 17. Responsibility. Noun, the state of being responsible, accountable, or answerable. Singers. Noun, a person who sings, often professionally. Noun, a person who, or device which, singes. Crop. Noun, a plant, especially a cereal, grown to be harvested as food, livestock fodder or fuel or for any other economic purpose. Avoids. Verb, to try not to meet or communicate with, a person, to shun. Monster. Noun, a terrifying and dangerous creature. Verb, to make into a monster. To categorize as a monster. To demonize. Adjective, very large, worthy of a monster. Portrayal. Noun, the act of portraying. Mind. Noun, the ability for rational thought. Verb, originally and chiefly in negative or interrogative constructions. To dislike, to object to be bothered by. Bucket. Noun, a container made of rigid material, often with a handle, used to carry liquids or small items. Verb, to place inside a bucket. Per. Preposition, for each. Fruits. Noun, often in the plural, in general, a product of plant growth useful to man or animals. Verb, to produce fruit, seeds, or spores. Sermon. Noun, religious discourse, a written or spoken address on a religious or moral matter. Paintings. Noun, an illustration or artwork done with the use of paint. Pets. Noun, an animal kept as a companion. Verb, to stroke or fondle an animal. Noun, a fit of petulance, a sulk, arising from the impression that one has been offended or slighted. Noun, a term of endearment usually applied to women and children. Noun, a formal, written request made to an official person or organized body, often containing many signatures. Conducting. Verb, to lead, or guide, to escort. Activist. Noun, one who is politically active in the role of a citizen, especially one who campaigns for change. Adjective, behaving as an activist. Flame. Noun, the visible part of fire. a stream of burning vapor or gas, emitting light and heat. Verb, to produce flames, to burn with a flame or blaze. Adjective, of a brilliant reddish-orange gold color, like that of a flame. Cheating. Verb, to violate rules in order to gain advantage from a situation. Noun, an act of deception, fraud, trickery, imposture, imposition or infidelity. Adjective, unsporting or underhand. Deduce. Verb, to reach a conclusion by applying rules of logic to given premises. Sang. Verb, to produce musical or harmonious sounds with one's voice. Anymore. Adverb, in negative or interrogative constructions, from a given time onwards, longer, again. Playing. Verb, to act in a manner such that one has fun. To engage in activities expressly for the purpose of recreation or entertainment. Noun, gerund of play, an occasion on which something, such as a song or show, is played. Intimate. Noun, a very close friend. Verb, to suggest or disclose something, discreetly. Adjective, closely acquainted, familiar, representative. Noun, a delegate. Adjective, typical, having the same properties or interest as a larger group. Codes. Noun, a short symbol, often with little relation to the item it represents. Verb, to write software programs. Verb, of a patient, to suffer a sudden medical emergency. A code blue, such as cardiac arrest. Steep. Noun, the steep side of a mountain, etc. A slope or acclivity. Adjective, of a near vertical gradient, of a slope, surface, curve, etc., that proceeds upward at an angle near vertical. Cheer. Noun, a cheerful attitude, happiness, a good, happy, or positive mood. Verb, to gladden, to make cheerful, often with up, please. Verb, to make happy or satisfy, to give pleasure to. Attest. Verb, to affirm to be correct, true, or genuine. Leave. Verb, to have a consequence or remnant. Questions. Noun, a sentence, phrase or word which asks for information, reply or response. An interrogative. Verb, to ask questions about, to interrogate, to inquire for information. Noun, a game in which players must only say questions, and if they don't they lose. Represented. Verb, to present again or anew. To present by means of something standing in the place of. To exhibit the counterpart or image of. To typify. Activation. Noun, making active and effective, bringing into a state of activity. Fascinating. Verb, to evoke an intense interest or attraction in someone. Adjective, having interesting qualities. Captivating. Attractive. Eye. Noun, an organ through which animals see, perceive surroundings via light. Verb, to observe carefully or appraising ly. Advantage. Noun, any condition, circumstance, opportunity or means, particularly favorable to success, or to any desired end. Verb, to provide someone with an advantage, to give an edge to. Profile. Noun, the outermost shape, view, or edge of an object. Verb, to create a summary or collection of information about a person, etc. Awe. Noun, a feeling of fear and reverence. Verb, to inspire fear and reverence in. Last. Adjective, final, ultimate, coming after all others of its kind. Adverb, most recently. Cheering. Verb, to gladden, to make cheerful, often with up. Noun, a cheer. 60th. Noun, the person or thing in the 60th position. Adjective, the ordinal form of the number 60. Lamp. Noun, a device that generates heat, light or other radiation, especially an electric light bulb. Verb, to hit, clout, belt, wallop. Experts. Noun, a person with extensive knowledge or ability in a given subject. Ambassador. Noun, a minister of the highest rank sent to a foreign court to represent his sovereign or country. Sometimes called ambassador in residence. Marry. Noun, usually capitalized, a male homosexual, etc. Adverb, alternative form of etc. Happiness. Noun, the emotion of being happy, joy. Monument. Noun, a structure built for commemorative or symbolic reasons, or as a memorial, a commemoration. Verb, to mark or memorialize with a monument. Availability. Noun, the quality of being available. Center. Noun, the point in the interior of a circle that is equidistant from all points on the circumference. Verb, to cause. An object, to occupy the center of an area. Galaxy. Noun, the Milky Way, the apparent band of concentrated stars which appears in the night sky over Earth. Directed. Verb, to manage, control, steer. Adjective, in a manner emphasizing one's point of view. Flooded. Verb, to overflow, as by water from excessive rainfall. Adjective, filled with water from rain or rivers. Rune. Noun, a letter, or character, belonging to the written language of various ancient Germanic peoples, especially the Scandinavians and the Anglo-Saxons. Enjoy. Verb, to receive pleasure or satisfaction from something. Reporting. Verb, to relate details of an event or incident, to recount, describe something. Noun, the creation of reports, as for a business or a journal. Notice. Noun, the act of observing, perception. Verb, to remark upon, to mention. Meters. Noun, always meter, a device that measures things. Verb, to measure with a metering device. Discover. Verb, to find or learn something for the first time. Determined. Verb, to set the boundaries or limits of. Adjective, decided, resolute, possessing much determination. Judicial. Noun, that branch of government which is responsible for maintaining the courts of law and for the administration of justice. Adjective, of or relating to the administration of justice. Comments. Noun, a spoken or written remark. Verb, to remark. Accomplishments. Noun, the act of accomplishing, completion, fulfillment. Disembarked. Verb, to remove from on board a vessel, to put on shore. Frightened. Verb, to cause to feel fear, to scare, to cause to feel alarm or fright. Adjective, afraid, suffering from fear. Reiki. Noun, a Turkish liqueur flavored with anise. Gun. Noun, a device for projecting a hard object very forcefully. A firearm or cannon. Verb, with down, to shoot someone or something, usually with a firearm. Bench. Noun, a long seat with or without a back, found for example in parks and schools. Verb, to remove a player from play. Sec. Noun, second. 1/60th of a minute. Noun, 1/60th of a minute, the SI unit of time. Defined as the duration of 9,192,631,770 periods of radiation corresponding to the transition between two hyperfine levels of cesium-133 in a ground state at a temperature of absolute zero and at rest. Essays. Noun, authorship, a written composition of moderate length, exploring a particular issue or subject. Verb, to try. Creation. Noun, something created such as an invention or artwork. Appreciate. Verb, to be grateful or thankful for. Chairs. Noun, an item of furniture used to sit on or in, comprising a seat, legs, back, and sometimes arm rests, for use by one person. Compare stool, couch, sofa, settee, love seat and bench. Verb, to act as chairperson at. To preside over. Noun. A chairman or chairwoman. Someone who presides over a meeting, board, etc. Noun. A chair-like device used for performing execution by electrocution. Childhood. Noun. The state of being a child. Standing. Verb. Heading, to position or be positioned physically. Adjective. Erect, not cut down. Carrot. Noun. A vegetable with a nutritious, juicy, sweet root that is often orange in color. Daucus carota. Especially the subspecies sativus in the family Apiaceae. Verb. To treat. An animal pelt, with a solution of mercuric nitrate as part of felt manufacture. Satisfying. Verb. To do enough for. To meet the needs of. To fulfill the wishes or requirements of. Adjective. That satisfies, gratifies or pleases. That removes any feeling of lack. Sneeze. Noun. An act of sneezing. Verb. To expel air as a reflex induced by an irritation in the nose. Indoor. Adjective. Situated in, or designed to be used in, or carried on within, the interior of a building. Rumble. Noun. A low, heavy, continuous sound, such as that of thunder or a hungry stomach. Verb. To make a low, heavy, continuous sound. Interjection. An onomatopoeia describing a rumbling noise. Prison. Noun. A place or institution of confinement, especially of long-term confinement for those convicted of serious crimes or otherwise considered undesirable by the government. Verb. To imprison. Cools. Verb. To lose heat, to get colder. Parameter. Noun. A value kept constant during an experiment. Equation. Calculation or similar, but varied over other versions of the experiment. Equation. Calculation, etc. Setting. Verb. To put something down. To rest. Verb. To divide a class group in a subject according to ability. Noun. The time, place and circumstance in which something, such as a story or picture, is set. Context. Scenario. Adjective. That disappears below the horizon. Clouding. Verb. To become foggy or gloomy, or obscured from sight. Noun. A cloudy appearance. Phrasal. Adjective. Referring to, or used in the manner of, a phrase. Regret. Noun. Emotional pain on account of something done or experienced in the past, with a wish that it had been different. A looking back with dissatisfaction or with longing. Verb. To feel sorry about a thing that has or has not happened. After think. To wish that a thing had not happened, that something else had happened instead. Production. Noun. The act of producing, making or creating something. Annoy. Noun. A feeling of discomfort or vexation caused by what one dislikes. Verb. To disturb or irritate, especially by continued or repeated acts. To bother with unpleasant deeds. Productivity. Noun. The state of being productive, fertile or efficient. Postponed. Verb. To delay or put off an event, appointment, etc. Adjective. Done later than originally planned. Delayed. Avoidant. Noun. A person who exhibits avoidance. Adjective. Exhibiting avoidance, avoiding something. French. Verb. To prepare food by cutting it into strips. Runs. Noun. Act or instance of running, of moving rapidly using the feet. Verb. To move swiftly. Buying. Verb. To obtain something in exchange for money or goods. Noun. The act of making a purchase. Processor. Noun. A person or institution who processes things, foods, photos, applications, etc. Invade. Verb. To move into. Church. Noun. A Christian house of worship, a building where Christian religious services take place. Verb. To conduct a religious service for a woman after childbirth, or a newly married couple. Productive. Adjective. Capable of producing something, especially in abundance. fertile. Pandemic. Noun. A pandemic disease. A disease that affects a wide geographical area and a large proportion of the population. Adjective. Of a disease. Epidemic over a wide geographical area and affecting a large proportion of the population. Also. Of or pertaining to a disease of this nature. Controller. Noun. One who controls something. Bow. Noun. A weapon made of a curved piece of wood or other flexible material whose ends are connected by a string. Used for shooting arrows. Verb. To play music on a stringed instrument using a bow. Financial. Adjective. Related to finances. Apart. Adjective. Used after a noun or in the predicate. Exceptional. Distinct. Adverb. Placed separately. In regard to space or time. Lifetime. Noun. The duration of the life of someone or something. Allow. Verb. To grant, give, admit, accord, afford, or yield. To let one have. Domain. Noun. A geographic area owned or controlled by a single person or organization. Response. Noun. An answer or reply, or something in the nature of an answer or reply. Although. Conjunction. Though. Even though. In spite of or despite the fact that. Introducing a clause that expresses a concession. Download. Noun. A file transfer to the local computer. Verb. To transfer data from a remote computer. Server. To a local computer. Usually via a network. Overbooked. Verb. To sell or guarantee more seats for an event than actually exist. Adjective. Having had more seats or tickets sold or guaranteed than were available. Pretty. Noun. A pretty person. A term of address to a pretty person. Verb. To make pretty. To beautify. Adjective. Pleasant to the sight or other senses. Attractive. Especially of women or children. But less strikingly than something beautiful. Adverb. Somewhat. Fairly. Quite. Sometimes also. By meiosis. Very. Chin. Noun. The bottom of a face. Specifically. The typically jutting jawline below the mouth. Verb. To talk. Long. Noun. A long vowel. Verb. To take a long position in. Adjective. Having much distance from one terminating point on an object or an area to another terminating point. Usually applies to horizontal dimensions. See usage notes below. Medal. Noun. A stamped metal disc used as a personal ornament. A charm. Or a religious object. Verb. To win a medal. Dynamic. Noun. A characteristic or manner of an interaction. A behavior. Adjective. Changing. Active. In motion. Borrowed. Verb. To receive something from somebody temporarily, expecting to return it. Building. Noun. The act or process by which something is built. Construction. Crazy. Noun. An insane or eccentric person. A crackpot. Adjective. Flawed or damaged. Unsound. Liable to break apart. Ramshackle. Adverb. Very. Extremely. Note. Noun. Heading. A symbol or annotation. Verb. To notice with care. To observe. To remark. To heed. Accurate. Adjective. Telling the truth or giving a true result. Exact. Not defective or faulty. Deeply. Adverb. At depth, in a deep way. Payments. Noun. The act of paying. Label. Noun. A small ticket or sign giving information about something to which it is attached or intended to be attached. Verb. To put a label, a ticket or sign, on something, anything. Noun. Someone or something of importance. Pronoun. Any object, act, state, event, or fact whatever. A thing of any kind. Something or other. Acrobat. Noun. An athlete who performs acts requiring skill, agility and coordination. Conflict. Noun. A clash or disagreement, often violent. between two or more opposing groups or individuals. Verb, to be at odds with, to disagree or be incompatible. Efficiency. Noun, the extent to which time is well used for the intended task. Lanes. Noun, used in street names, a road, street, or similar thoroughfare. Nauseous. Adjective, causing nausea, sickening or disgusting. Briefcase. Noun, a case used for carrying documents, especially for business. Raw. Noun, sugar refining, sugar trade, an unprocessed sugar, a batch of such. Adjective, of food, not cooked. Adverb, without a condom. Amusement. Noun, entertainment. Expert. Noun, a person with extensive knowledge or ability in a given subject. Adjective, extraordinarily capable or knowledgeable. Indexing. Verb, to arrange an index for something, especially a long text. Noun, a system used to assign indexes. Exported. Verb, to carry away. Probably. Adverb, in all likelihood. Hospital. Noun, a large medical facility, usually in a building with multiple floors, where seriously ill or injured patients are given extensive medical and/or surgical treatment. Adjective, hospitable. Dishonest. Adjective, not honest. Dine. Noun, dinner time. Verb, to eat dinner or supper. Reject. Noun, something that is rejected. Verb, to refuse to accept. Haircut. Noun, the act of cutting of the hair, often done professionally by a barber, hairstylist, or beautician. Angle. Noun, a figure formed by two rays which start from a common point. A plane angle, or by three planes that intersect. A solid angle. Verb, often in the passive, to place something at an angle. Chic. Noun, good form, style. Adjective, elegant, stylish. Hoping. Verb, to want something to happen, with a sense of expectation that it might. Adjective, filled with or inspiring hope. Scene. Noun, the location of an event that attracts attention. Verb, to exhibit as a scene, to make a scene of, to display. Loan. Noun, an act or instance of lending, an act or instance of granting something for temporary use. Verb, to lend something to someone. Continuous. Adjective, without stopping, without a break, cessation, or interruption. Disgusts. Verb, to cause an intense dislike for something. Commit. Noun, the act of committing, e.g. a database transaction or source code into a source control repository, making it a permanent change. Verb, to give in trust, to put into charge or keeping, to entrust, to consign, used with to or formerly unto. Accuse. Noun, accusation. Verb, to find fault with, blame, censure. Clears. Verb, to remove obstructions, impediments or other unwanted items from. Noun, a relatively strong, coarse flour that has only been sifted once. Apparently. Adverb, plainly, clearly, manifestly, evidently. Reserved. Verb, to keep back, to retain. Adjective, slow to reveal emotion or opinions. Horror. Noun, an intense distressing emotion of fear or repugnance. Paintings. Noun, an illustration or artwork done with the use of paint. Crashed. Verb, to collide with something destructively, fall or come down violently. Excuse. Noun, explanation designed to avoid or alleviate guilt or negative judgment. A plea offered in extenuation of a fault. Verb, to forgive, to pardon. Dessert. Noun, a sweet confection served as the last course of a meal. Shoemaker. Noun, a person who makes shoes. Search. Noun, an attempt to find something. Verb, to look in, a place, for something. Horror. Noun, an intense distressing emotion of fear or repugnance. Leaf. Noun, the usually green and flat organ that represents the most prominent feature of most vegetative plants. Verb, to produce leaves. Put forth foliage. More. Adverb, to a greater degree or extent. Pronoun, a greater number or quantity of something. Meanings. Noun, of words or symbols. The entity, perception, feeling or concept thereby represented or evoked. Herb. Noun, any green, leafy plant, or parts thereof, used to flavor or season food. Excessive. Adjective, exceeding the usual bounds of something. Extravagant, immoderate. Anchorman. Noun, the main host of a television or radio program, particularly one relating to the broadcast of news. Bidding. Verb, to issue a command. To tell. Verb, to make an offer to pay or accept a certain price. Noun, that which one is bidden to do. A command. Ran. Verb, to run. Verb, to move swiftly. Skin. Noun, the outer protective layer of the body of any animal, including of a human. Verb, to injure the skin of. Noun, someone with a shaved head. Copy. Noun, the result of copying, an identical duplicate of an original. Verb, to produce an object identical to a given object. Perception. Noun, the organization, identification and interpretation of sensory information. Libraries. Noun, an institution which holds books and/or other forms of media for use by the public or qualified people, often lending them out, as well as providing various other services for its users. Ears. Noun, the organ of hearing, consisting of the pinna, auditory canal, eardrum, malleus, incus, stapes and cochlea. Verb, to take in with the ears. To hear. Noun, the fruiting body of a grain plant. Verb, to put forth ears in growing. To form ears, as grain does. Verb, to plow.